I wanted to tell you about an experiment that I've been working on and involved in for the last almost 10 years, and it has to do with children. In those days, outside our company, there was a boundary wall, and just opposite the boundary wall was a large, sprawling urban slum. What I did was I opened a part of the wall. I cut a rectangular hole in that wall, put a glass sheet against that hole, took a PC and put the screen against the glass pane, buried a touchpad into the wall, put the internet on, broadband. This was 6 minutes after he had first seen a computer. And then he sort of came closer. And 8 minutes later, he was browsing. By the end of the evening, 70 children were browsing. A 12-year-old girl and 10-year-old boy playing a Microsoft game. And the moment they saw me, they said, "We want a faster processor and a better mouse." If groups of children, irrespective of who or where they are, can teach themselves how to use a computer, what else could they do? There will always be places on this planet where schools won't exist for whatever reason. There will always be places on this planet where good teachers will not go. What will happen to the children over there? I'm trying to create a facility. It has no name yet, but I'm trying to create a facility to see if children can complete their schooling on their own.
My company's called Blowing Things Up, and the reason that I came up with that name is because I think it's important for kids to blow things up in a certain way. When I was a kid, we blew things up. It was a really good way to learn about stuff. This wonderful trend of the intentional growing of ignorance in America, and I believe it is happening in neighborhoods near you, and this is why I'm talking about it here.
This was Sony's big announcement at CES this year. It's an egg. It's a very interesting egg. If you double-click it like this, and it will make noise, but more importantly, it's a robotic Bluetooth speaker.
This is Clocky. While that is getting together, this is kind of a similar thing. You got a kid in a dorm room. He doesn't want to get up in the morning. You set this clock here, this alarm, and he's got to chase after it as it's running around and push the right codes. So this will get the kid out of bed when Clocky starts running.
Say something. He's sensitive. He's ticklish. Imagine going through security with this thing. When they opened it up, they somehow managed to turn it on. And as they're opening it up, all of a sudden this thing started looking up at them. And that sort of freaked them out. There was no room in this for the dinosaur and the thing. This is a refrigerator, USB refrigerator. Very useful. You stick it next to your computer and you keep your beer cool. It's very nice.
Infrastructure. There's too many cards and too many readers, and it would just be far too expensive to go replace them all with something secure like a smart card. But instead of using smart cards, which can be relatively secure, they've chosen to use RFIDs. Now, RFIDs are contactless cards. These are like prox cards. They're ones you use to get indoors. You've seen them. So what's going on, obviously, is that they did put a lot of effort into making it secure. It is encrypted on the card. It gets decrypted on this device, which I got for $8 on eBay, right? I have a stainless steel wallet that shields my credit cards so nobody can get mine. Next year, I'll show you everybody's credit cards, because all I got to do is put my reader by the door, so as you come in, I'll just get them all. I mean, it'll be a lot more fun that way.
I'll be talking about design. Specifically, I'll be talking about what I call transformable design, or transformability, which in my vocabulary refers to designing things, physical things in this case, that can change size, that can change shape, and that can change function. And what you'll see here are objects that are changing size, changing shape, and the idea is not so much to go from A to B, but to focus on the process of transformation itself. So this is a box. This is something I call thick origami. Kind of a door. window. And last, color flip.